What's good? You rocking with your boy TheCzarr, all rights reserved, CommenterNation, Grace Nations, United Nations. Go out, check that patreon.com out. Also, go over to teesprings.com/TheCzarr, CZARR dash empires, EMPIRES dash the THE dash team, TEAM. Go over and check out the gear, TheCzarr Empires, the team, and Empires with a S. Check that out on teesprings.com and go cop the original gear before it's no longer available. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get into this, guys. A few hours to a day ago, there was news that broke, shout to Agent M, GLIZZY, an individual that had a relationship with Tentacion because he looked up to him. There's images of them dancing together and things on Instagram, has allegedly been harmed. And in the midst of him getting rushed to the hospital, the car crashed into a wall. And basically, it was an alleged brother. I don't know if it's his real brother, an alleged friend of the brothers that were driving the car, trying to rush him to get assistance. It was an up-and-coming teenager. This was the up-and-coming teenager that our research has brought us to. If you know otherwise, please let us know. But until then, we want you to give hopes and prayers to his family that he makes it out okay. I don't know the conclusion as of yet. It was on the news. It was talked about. This is recent. This is an event that happened in Pompano Beach, okay? That's why we're speaking about it. It is in the same place where we know Tentacion was harmed recently in the summer. Could this be systemic to that situation? Could this be a reasoning around why this happened? This is bad because he was critically injured. We do not know the status up till now, especially after the crash. So we're not, and the car was completely totaled, like completely totaled after smashing into a wall while they were rushing him to get assistance. They did not conclude what happened. We hope that life and things is preserved for everybody in this crash. We want you to go over to wherever his family is, and we're going to look for the information. We want you to support them and just give the assistance they need. This is a teenager, a young boy who's not even adult age, who is now in critical condition because of some type of situation where he was harmed in a violent manner. So this crash led to another investigation into what happened to him. So we're trying to figure out exactly what's going on. We do know that he was well acquainted with X, dancing in photos and things with X. And we want to kind of find out exactly what's going on and where the attention went from dealing with that situation to this situation occurring the way it has. These are very curious factors. We're hoping that it doesn't lead to some type of revenge tactic and someone just doing things because he was acquainted with X. We're hoping that everything goes well. We're hoping the best for his family. This is a very trivial time. I hope that whatever's going on, that they find some type of peace. This is very not good. You know, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what it happened over. We just knew it was a rising star that was from Pompano Beach. And our research led us to an individual by the name of GLIZZY. He was an upcoming star once again. Go over to his page. Go give his family and friends comfort. And let's figure out what's going on. And will this person that allegedly did this, will it lead to other evidence of other situations that we find in question? That's what I'd like to know. I'm very curious as to how this is going to pan out. It offers a lot of options for things and reasoning, but we'd like to know what those things and reasoning is. We've been very patient on the backside. Hopefully I got a few more coming for you. I did not expect to talk about this today. It's sad. And I'm hoping that we're not saying RIP to him too. We just seen another one of his friends deceased off of natural manners, allegedly, saying that he was young and something happened of a natural cause. Let's hope that this violent situation does not lead to other evidence pertaining to individuals that were actually affluent to the situation. We're currently looking into the details. I want you guys to go over, like, share, subscribe, get the word out on supporting his family. giving respects to his family, and allowing people to heal in some way, shape, or fashion in order to boost morale as he looks to make a recovery, not only from the incident that occurred, but to the afflicting situation dealing with the crash. We don't know how badly they were injured. We just know the car was left on the scene. I don't know who called 911. I hope information does not come out saying someone's deceased from this crash, nor him deceased from the violent activity that caused harm to him, leading to the racing situation to the hospital. I hope everyone's okay. Let's just continue to support another ex-supporter as we've seen it. So I'm just hoping that these things do not lead to another situation that could show violation due to any X situation that has going on. I want everybody to stay up to date. Any information you get, please send it over to my Instagram. CZARR _, all rights reserved. Continue to stay up to date. We want to know exactly what's happening. If the family has a Patreon or some type, not Patreon, but a GoFundMe or something that's going out for fees to help with his recovery, I'd like to know that so I can post that and show them support in their time of need. Again, this is systemic. This was a fan of X, so we want to show as much respect as we can. There's many websites and things doing things for fans. This is a situation where that is definitely the case, where this was a person that was rocking with Tentacion. So if he's in need, we want to make sure that he can get an opportunity to get the assistance he needs. Let me know so I can get over to the channel. Again, go over, subscribe to my patreon.com /TheCzarr, all rights reserved, just like the name of this YouTube, all together, one word. And let me get there and start giving the information and things that I look to give to everyone. I want to show some type of understanding and the reasoning behind the series that I've done that is currently in motion. This was another situation, sadly, I had to speak on. I hope that everything goes well and that they put things together to figure out how he was harmed, why the crash happened. I hope they all heal and they can figure things out. This sounds like a very traumatic situation. That is why I speak this way. That is why I want you guys, if you have any knowledge of how to reach out to the family and things, if they have any information they want me to put out, if they have anything they want to say, let me know. We can figure out how you'll get your word out, how we'll get support going for you. I feel bad. It was, again, in Pompano Beach, Florida, the same place that Tentacion was harmed at. And that's the thing. I don't know him to be from there, but now this situation has happened. We now know someone else around him has been harmed again, other than natural causes, having to do with weaponry. So it's starting to lead to a narrative that maybe someone didn't like him and other affiliates around, allegedly. If there was any type of connection, we'd like to know. I don't want to speculate before we get all the ins and outs, and until some type of investigation begins. We'd like to see officers actually doing what they need to do to make sure justice is served in a situation versus them abusing it and using it for their own glorification while wearing the badge. That is absolutely unacceptable, and that is the highest form of corruption. As a civilian in this open land, there's no higher form of corruption than an officer not abiding by the same law he takes an oath to. And that is one of the most dangerous factors when dealing with any crime scene or any investigation of that nature. And that needs to be known. So you need to know your rights. You need to know what you're able to do. You should not be stopped or anything without video camera running so that you're able to record everything that's said, everything that's done. That will in turn save your life and save your future. Always remember that. That is part of the lessons and things that we put out here on All Rights Reserved. Record your authority. It is your right to record, especially because they're accepting tax money. So when taxes come out your check, they're accepting this as their paycheck. They can't take money like that and then do what they want. That is highly against their oath and against everything they stand for. So keep that in mind as this investigation goes forward. Let's hope we get some well-to-do officers on the job that are actually looking for justice and not looking to cover something up. This is the true stemming problem, and it's just the beginning of the problems that you're going to see dealing with law when it comes to cases that involve some type of violent act. This is something we have to keep in mind. I'll be back with you with more information when I find out more. Go support his family. I'll look for that support. Send me information if you got it. You know where I rock on Instagram, CZARR_ all rights reserved. That's one word. Or you can go over to Twitter @ALL CZARR, and you can reach me there. You know how I rock, how I always rock. All rights reserved.